following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We gonna take it by storm?
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
Yeah.
holy I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 229, Nasdaq's up 49, S&Ps are up 19.5. Percentage-wise, what we have out here, folks, is that you have the Dow Industrials up 0.9%, S&Ps and the Nasdaq up 0.6%. Gold contract up 220, trading at $12.53 an ounce. We have silver up 11 cents, $16.16 an ounce. Light sweet crude, $74.30 a barrel, big number. Notes and bonds flat. They continue to want higher price. You get the 10-year note flat, 120.05. 30-year bond flat, 144.30. King dollar down 711 ticks, trading at 94.385. The euro is trading at 116.65 to $1 US. The yen is at 110.89 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the dollar, that's where we're going, folks. You get a monster failure out here inside the dollar, and if you're in the metals market, that's exactly what we needed. Bottom line, we got into the high again last night. The high that we're talking about is October 2016, 95.070. Bottom line, this is what the difference is. Now, we've been up at these levels for over a month. It's tested 3 or 4 different times over a month. This is the first time that we've come off of that high with volume on the way down. Bottom line, you get 27,000 contracts out here. We're trading 94.380. That gets you in the lower range. That's saying that the dollar can get down to 92.950 right now. If we go take a look at the continuous contract, what you're going to see in this continuous contract, it's DX1. So, continuous contract out here, been going into this October 2016 high, yeah, 4 weeks in a row. 95.070, that's the number. So bottom line, now you're going to see the dollar pull back. If we go over to the gold market, the actual physical gold first, what you're going to see, bottom line, this hasn't been able to catch a bid since April 11th. April 11th, gold's trading 13.75. We get to a low today of 12.46. Bottom line, you don't have a sign of strength inside the metal market. Where you do have a sign of strength, which has been holding in an amazing way in the context of what has happened with gold, is the GDX. The equities themselves, you get another nice sign of strength. We're up today. There she goes. We're up today 40 cents. You've done monster volume. We've done 30 million shares already. So this is pretty cool. We were making lows with 29 million shares, 27 million shares, 20 million shares. Bottom line, you have buyers out here. The way that the GDX trades, we will see a huge amount of volume come in at the close. And if you want to see some of the bigger trades that are out here, and this being the end of the month, it looks to me like you actually have a rotation out of something into these golds, because you can see if I bring Barrick Gold up, ABX, what you're going to see out here, you don't pay attention to the first opening one at 9:30, but when you're going to see these trades, 1130, 76,000. 1139, 51,000. 955, 40,000. Big numbers. In Barrett Gold, you go over to Newmont, you get the exact same type of setup. You get people and you get funds buying it. Newmont, in Newmont's case, this is pretty cool. The only one you don't want to pay attention to is the opening one, 33,000. 936, you get 42,700. 938, 42,700. Now that's going to be the same trader, which is pretty cool. 10 o'clock, 23,000, 13,000, 12,000. Good sized numbers inside that market. Notes and bonds continue to want higher price. Pretty amazing. Bottom line is that the note and bond market out here, you have the 10-year note flat, 120.05. We have a high volume swing at 121.03. That wants to get tested. What we did have out here today, and this is going to be the next battle, no doubt, is going to be Larry Kudlow coming out saying, my hope is that the Fed, under its new management, understands that the more people working in faster economic growth does not cause inflation. Kudlow, a director of the White House National Economic Council, told Fox News this morning, right before the data come out, saying that inflation is pushing the Fed's 2% target. The key there, folks, is that it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out, because what you will have, the administration is going to would likely start putting pressure on the Federal Reserve not to raise rates. We'll see where that shakes out. Some of the higher volume equities out here, this is what you have out here today. We have the Bank of America is down 18 cents. You got Wells Fargo up 220. Micron Tech is flat. You got Intel up 79 cents. JP Morgan is up 53. If you go over to the XLF, this is pretty amazing, actually, watching the XLF. The XLF, folks, bottom line, hasn't been able to hold price. You had the banks come out. Bottom line is that they're going to basically up their dividend. They're going to buy back a lot of stock. And guess what? XLF still can't handle it. Bottom line, you got up to $27.07. You're at $26.78. That baby wants lower price. We go to Berkshire Hathaway, which is the largest weighting structure inside the XLF. You're going to see you're up with 2.4 million shares. That's after going down with 6 million. It's just pretty amazing. Now, what's also amazing is this. Let's go over the oil market, because what you're going to see is this. There's huge divergence. And what the divergence is that we have the oil market trading at $74.38. Monster number. Doesn't look like it wants to stop. Wants to go higher. Yet the XLE can't move. The XLE today up to 84 cents. You get 9 million shares traded. 9 million is going against 19 million. ExxonMobil, Chevron, bottom line, when oil tops out, we'll see where that shakes out. These stocks are in tough shape. It's pretty amazing that oil can be up at these numbers, and ExxonMobil can't even get up to its high of the last 6 months, which is 89.30. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials up 202, Nasdaq's up 42, S&P's up 16.5. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 195, Nasdaq's up 40, S&P's up 16. Let's go to Victor in Paramus, New Jersey. Hey, Victor, what's going on, brother? Victor, you there? Okay, he wanted to look at Freeport-McMoRan. Freeport-McMoRan, folks, low for the year is $11. The high is 20. This is a very large copper and gold equity, and I wouldn't be buying it. Bottom line is that, you know, this had a nice, well, it was trading 3 months ago at $19.70. Comes down hard. I'd let this basically settle out for a while. This has to build some cause in order to get through the downdraft of April. If we put this on a weekly, same type of setup. You know, this had a great run. There's no doubt about that. But when that thing got slammed, it got slammed in an incredible way. And what you have with this slamming, folks, has to do with a political situation. It's the political situation in Indonesia. If they're going to be able to basically continue to get the gold out of the ground at the right price. That's what's going on with that equity. XAU, the HUI, they also caught a bid out here. XAU right now, big price spread, up $1.96, trading 81.78. That's saying that baby's going to try to get up to the 84.72. Gold Bugs Index, same type of setup inside the Gold Bugs Index. Gold Bugs Index up $4.34. Bottom line, that looks like it wants to go into this 182. Now, it's intriguing. Okay, so let's go. I want to go through this a little bit slower. And this is where what we're going to be looking for next week, folks, inside the metals market is follow through. So I want to show you something. So if we look at the GDX, what you're going to see is this. The high, let's just take the last 4 or 5 months. The high in the GDX is $23.30. That high was established on the 13th of April. We come down, then we get a sign of strength, and we had come down from $23.30, and then by May 1st, year 22. We got a sign of strength on May 2nd. It almost makes it to a high, then you failed. We go back down again. We come back down to the price point of $22.01. We get an additional sign of strength on the 24th. We fail. Now, this is where we stand right now. This is a nice sign of strength. You know, we're going into holiday week. You have light volume, except you have heavy volume in the GDX. So they're buying the gold stocks. I'm talking about fund buying. They're buying it. When the first section there, you saw that the amount of trades that are coming in. That's fund coming in, and they're coming in heavy. That being said, what you're going to be looking for is follow through, because we've had this before, well, twice since April, and each time the bottom line is that we didn't get follow through. You can see we clearly broke the downtrend. And when you break a trend like this, it's great when it's with wide price spread, accelerated volume, and that's what we have. So come next week, it's going to be, you know, a big number to keep your eye on it. If we take a look at Royal Gold is also performing out here. Royal Gold's going after its highs of the last 6 months. The all-time high is a little bit higher, but Royal Gold, you want to keep your eye on. The reason being is that it's up $1.73. You're at $93.09, and you're going to see when you put this on a weekly basis, it's going after $94.39. Now, the thing that's going to be intriguing with Royal Gold, and this is a big heads up, we are pushing into that level, and you have volume as we're pushing it in. You know, so I don't expect it's going to hit it today, but come next week, it's going to hit it. And the real question, of course, next week is that we have July 4th. You have the market close at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the 3rd. Bottom line, it's going to be a slow week. So we'll see where this shakes out. Let's go take a look at Chevron. We were looking at ExxonMobil prior to the break. If you take a look at Chevron, what you're going to see, you're also going to see the CVX. You're going to see the weakness that's inside Chevron. Chevron right now trading 126.91. The high for the last 6 months is 133. That's major divergence, folks. It's major divergence because of the way that the actual oil market is trading. The oil market is up here at that $74 level, which is a big number. Some of the other commodities out here, it looks like the grain report must have been good, because you get wheat up 3.6%, cattle's up 2.9%, corn's up 1.3%. You got aluminum's down 9/10, crude is up 1.1%. So decent numbers right across the board out here. We go into the XLK. We take a look at the tech stocks out here. XLK right now is up 25 cents. Yeah, it's not holding. It's not getting any. There's nothing there inside that XLK. Pretty interesting, man. Let's go over and take a look at NVDA. We'll take a look at NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA can't hold the high either. Interesting. Yeah. NVIDIA got to a high today of 244. You're at 238. Bottom line is that the way these things are going to end on the weekly basis is that you're actually going to be down, and we got an expansion of volume on the way down. That's how they seem to be shaking out. LRCX, Lam Research. Lam is one of the first ones that came off the high and did come off that high with some volume. Lam Research, that high was out there at 234. Right now you're at 173. You know, when we take a look at the markets in general, here's a number for you. This is quite a number. Just this past quarter, world markets, folks, lost 10 trillion in market cap, according to Bloomberg. 10 trillion. Huge number. Huge number. The currency markets, PESO, if we go take a look at the peso and Argentina, where do you see this? It's time to go to Argentina, get some steaks, get a ranch, all of the above. Bottom line is that your US dollar is worth quite a bit. Right now it's 29 pesos to $1 US. 6 months ago, it was 18 pesos to $1. Think about that. We bring this back further, and it's really a mess. You bring this back to 2015. Look at this. It was 9 pesos to $1 US in 2015. And you're talking about 20 to 29 today. So we'll see how that shakes out. What has happened is this. The dollar out here, now what that's all about is that the dollar has strengthened, folks, pretty dramatically against a lot of currencies. Destroyed a lot of currencies, actually, when the dollar index itself only went up from 88 to 90 to 95. That being said, we'll see whether this the dollar index just topped out. It's the 4th time that it tested the 95 area. The euro caught a big bid out here today. You know, bottom line, you're at 116.67, and we'll see whether we can get another bid next week. You know, so you get a lot of moving parts out here. We take a look at the Amazon, the king that has destroyed a few different stocks and sectors this week. So Amazon destroyed the drug sector this week, CVS, Walgreens, FedEx, UPS. The way they did FedEx and UPS, they're basically going to put a lot of people in business for short trips. Of course, the way that they did the CVS, the Walgreens, they bought PillPack. Amazon trading 17.05, doesn't want to back off. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down. Dow Industrials up 185, Nasdaq up 35, S&P's up 13. On the S&P's, folks, intraday we get a small ABC down to 27.28. So it's going to be intriguing watching this close here because we just broke a B point of a small ABC down. I expect we're going to get to that 27.28 area. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday at 30 past the first hour. Our man Dave has a great show every trading day, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time right here at TFNN. Also has 2 newsletters. You can get the Tech Insider, which is his weekly newsletter, trading news, investment newsletter, and you get the Path of Least Resistance, which is his daily trading newsletter. Both of those come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just come over to TFNN, right under newsletters. Dave White, 5G, talk to me.
Well, we had a lot of responses from last week when we talked a little bit about 5G. So
Yes.
probably want to spend this segment, at least some of it, talking about what 5G is,
Yes.
just the new towers that are around. But we've had 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. And, of course, 4G is taking about 15 years to make it all the way out into the market. These upgrade cycles, we've been through them in computers, especially back in the late 80s and 90s. And every time Windows had a new version, you needed a new PC and new monitors and everything else. And it just created a huge amount of new business.
Yes.
And we've got kind of the same thing, especially since 5G is not just one thing. It's a framework for going forward and adding on to it as we go forward. Right now, the high frequencies for cell phones is about 2.4 gigahertz in that range. Some of them actually are 900 megahertz, which is kind of like in the old UHF television channels.
Okay.
They used to be there. In fact, that's why those had to go away, is to make room for some cell phone business. But these will be, all of these will be in the 6 to 40 gigahertz range, so much higher frequencies. These will be much more easily blocked by things like trees and rain. So there's going to be a lot more of them, and they're going to be a lot closer to you. Now, the 6 to 40 gigahertz range is just the next 5 to 6 years. Then the spectrum will open to 40 to 300 gigahertz range. So as we go faster and speeds, especially internet type speeds, this will scale to higher frequencies that will allow faster speeds.
So Dave, is a frequency, so when you say 5G frequency, so every frequency that goes up, like you're saying from 6 to 40 gigahertz and then 40 to 300, is it a situation that they don't have the technology in place yet to do it, or is it a build-out situation that we can't do, that we don't have it?
The 40 to 300 gigahertz certainly is something that is not sitting around on the shelf today.
That's the expectation. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is going to be it now.
And that makes all this. So 5G is going to make all our devices faster. Correct.
Correct. Now there's a couple of ways that you can gauge faster. We'll get to that in a second. One of the things also that I wanted to get to or highlight was that this is very important for the Internet of Things. From everything from cars, self-driving cars, talking to another self-driving car right in front of you.
Okay.
Right? Or lights, like all the stoplights at every corner. Right? You'll be able to start hooking everything that connects back together. And with some technology we'll talk about in just a second, you can actually have 1 million connections for every square mile, the way that this is set up. So if you had,
well, you know what's amazing about that? No, I can see that, because I heard yesterday. So Kruger, the grocery store, right?
All right.
They came out, folks. They are going to have autonomous vehicles delivering groceries before the end of 2018.
Yeah,
that's pretty intense.
Kind of looked like a little hot dog cart for the road or something. The sides kind of opened up, and you got your food off of it.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a mind blower, isn't it? It's like, but now I can see it. If you're saying there's 1 million connections per square mile, well, guess what? That's quite a bit.
Right, but thermostats and how much water's in the ground and all that stuff. Instead of running wires everywhere, the idea is that you're just going to have all this stuff that can talk to everything else, just like the internet does today.
Yes.
One of the big changes is going to be that since there's going to be a lot more antennas and they're going to be a lot closer to you, the latency or the time from when you talk to something till you get the answer back is going to be about 1/10 of what it is now. Still probably not good enough to be playing professional gaming on if you're playing any of the first-person shooters and going to tournaments, you wouldn't want to be using it, but still 10 times better than it is today. So instead, especially if you were talking about a car driving and talking to another car, if it was a half second before you got the answer to it, probably not going to be pretty good.
Right.
But these will be almost instantaneously. They're a little slower than the internet at home. They're hoping to improve that, but it would still be certainly good enough for multiple cars trying to route around accidents or telling your car to pull over because an ambulance is coming through. I mean, there's going to be a lot of ways that all these different things are going to talk to each other. Now, the way that this works is all about the antennas. These antennas can and will be talking on a single frequency for both the send and the receive. So that opens up a lot more than we have now. There's actually two frequencies for a cell phone, the one where you're actually talking and the one that you're actually listening.
Okay.
And these antennas can actually get so tight on your position that someone else, maybe 100 feet away from you could be on the same frequency and you would never know it. So there's a lot of really neat tricks to it. But these things can aim at you. And again, if a tree's in the way, if a building's in the way, these antennas are so smart that they can bounce off of other buildings to you. If maybe you're behind the building and the antenna's on the other side, they will be smart enough to go and start bouncing around. And in bigger cities, they're going to have reflectors around so that they can get to everything.
Now, I know you said last week that you had seen, I think T-Mobile around our area putting them up right now, right? So what are they going to all put them up first and then all of a sudden just flip the switch and say, okay, we get 5G happening?
Yes, the phones will probably work both on 4G and 5G, right?
Okay.
So they'll have to put up at least a tower to make someone want to buy at least one. Yeah. Without a tower, it doesn't do anything. So you have to build it before they will come. But yeah, that is it. But these are already in place and they've already dropped all the fiber optics around. Now the thing is going to be waiting for the phones to start shipping. My guess is that we're going to see that late this fall. And I think the Apple one is first quarter of next year.
Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back. We have the Dow up 179, Nasdaq up 32, S&Ps are up 12. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 162, NASDAQ up 29, S&P's up 10.5. Talking with our man Dave White. We are talking technology. What do we have next, Dave?
Let's see here. Iceland's DNA.
Iceland.
We talk a lot about DNA and
sure.
gene editing in the future. A lot of this we have to actually give thanks to the people in Iceland. There's about 350,000 people there. But one of the things that happened was, of course, if you die in Iceland, they bury you there. But you're basically in a deep freeze. You never really kind of thaw, right?
Pretty cool.
They'll bury you, so they can still dig you up. In fact, when they were looking for issues with the flu of 1918 that killed, I don't know, whatever it was, 25 million people, the only samples that they had were to go up there and find people that died in Iceland to go back and get those folks. So Iceland is kind of the ground zero for DNA, and in fact, some of the largest businesses in the world around DNA are in Iceland because they signed a law some 20 years ago where they made all the DNA from everybody on the island available to these companies.
That's pretty cool.
It's been kind of quiet, but
hey, I just got my DNA back. I just sent it in.
Did?
I did.
When did you find out?
This is great. I used to always tell my grandmother, folks, right? You know, of course, we're from a big Irish family, and because I had olive skin, I says, Nana, like, okay, when did the Spanish Armada hit us? Okay, and she'd go crazy and chase me around the kitchen. She was mad. I mean, do you know what I mean? It wasn't funny. So, bottom line, man, I'm from a little village in Ireland. 1881 they came over, Connemara, and I'm 100% Irish. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's and what they did there though, it comes back, and I'm wondering 1881 if the Irish and Scotch were together because they're right next to each other. Because I know I'm actually I got a McSorley in me, so but come back 100% Scotch Irish. They put it together. But yeah, isn't that cool? It's pretty amazing what they pull off, man. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah.
Well, since it was such a hard island to get to, there wasn't a lot of variation, right, over the years. So now they've been able to go back and pull DNA from all the people that have been around for the last 200 or 300 years up there in Iceland. Well, there's one guy that really runs the whole show. He ended up with the concession for handling all this. And the question is whether they're going to change the laws on how you are able to access all this DNA code in the near future. And this actually could put a huge hitch in a lot of people that are in the whole gene editing system that is really kind of come to fruition, the CRISPRs and the zinc fingers and all the other ways that people are looking at editing genes in the near future.
And
so,
folks, if you're in your car right now, the slide that Dave has up is pretty cool. So Iceland has 330,000 people. And what the slide is saying is that nearly everyone traces their lineages back to the original Viking settlers. That's pretty cool, man.
it is. But what we don't have is a lot of variation.
Yeah.
And now they're really looking at the ethical dilemmas, because within probably the next year, they'll be able to tell to a high probability whether and who and when people are going to get cancers and other diseases. So the whole kind of sci-fi thing where, well, we're not going to spend any money on you because we think you're going to die anyway.
Yeah.
We looked at your DNA and, well, you know what? We're throwing you out on the ice floe like the Eskimos did. And now they're really trying to figure out, okay, we have a system. We know how to sequence DNA. We know where the things are that we need to look for people that will get sick and not. But can you say, hey, we're not going to spend a lot of money on you in healthcare? Can you have a specific job because of what your DNA tells us? Will we charge you more for health insurance or less? And what's going to happen in the near future? And basically, these guys have kind of woken up. This one guy is more well-known in this country, not in this country, in
Iceland.
In Iceland, than anybody else. And he's basically, I don't know, he's worth about he's worth about $750 million, because basically he controls all this data that now he's selling to the rest of them. And now they're trying to figure out, well, maybe we should, maybe we went a little too early here. Maybe we shouldn't let one guy control literally everything on this giant databases of DNA. And that is, I think no one's really looked at it here yet, but these are probably the things we're going to look at, especially in the biotech sector across the next year, is probably people figure out exactly, what the implications are.
There's no doubt that you saw that one of those the guy that the serial killer they just got from 40 years ago, from someone in his family put the DNA in and they tracked him back. So this no DNA deal, serious business, man.
Yeah, that was a familiar match with, it was like a cousin.
Yeah.
And they found the guy was a cop, and unclear whether he ever stopped killing, but certainly he matched their profile. So the FBI guys are pretty happy, because it's like the behavioral criminal minds thing, but they just didn't, they knew kind of what the guy was like, but just never could find it until they did that. And that's part of it. And again, what privacy rights do you have to your DNA? Now, you sent your DNA to those folks.
Yes.
I don't know which company it was.
I did Ancestry.com.
Okay.
So the way that it works, you can do it private. You can basically, go on the trees. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it. The bad thing would be that, once it's out there, if someone in your family has done something wrong, well, then they might be in trouble. Do you know what I mean? Because it comes that dramatically. What's really cool, I can tell you this, what's really cool is that the matches that come back, they not only just match, like they match me to Connemara 100%, okay? What happens is that, and then they have, when your parents came over, your grandparents came over, then they have the matches along with the probability that this is a first cousin, this is a second cousin. I'm digging it. That's the bottom line. So
I think it is. I just always wonder about the other.
Oh, listen, no, it's serious business. The bad part of it. Hey, listen, man, that's serious business.
Here's a scenario I'll bring up. I'm looking for a kidney. I do a search. I find that I'm a match to you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I approach you and offer you some money for your kidney. Maybe I just take your kidney.
Oh, yeah? You have to buy that shotgun at the front door.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back. We get the Dow Industrials up 138, NASDAQ up 16, S&P's up 8. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the S&P right now up $7. This thing gave up some big numbers, folks. So we just gave up about 18 points coming into the close. So bottom line, this market continues to basically have a hard time holding price. Talking with our man Dave White. Let's see. Shut up 10. Windows 10. Talk to me, Dave.
Well, everybody is always wondering about what data that they share with Windows and other folks.
Yes.
It's been very tough. You can go through the menus for Windows, but you have to go to a lot of places. And some places you have to literally edit the registry, which is something that I would say that the average user would be uncomfortable with doing.
Okay.
To turn things on and off about what data you share.
Sure.
This is, if you're interested in security for your Windows 10 machine, you can go to this link, which is oo-software.com. It's called Shut Up 10, and it has a wonderful little menu, and you can go through all the things, and it tells you what they do and all the things you should turn off. You can turn on or off. And
That's pretty cool,
it's basically what Windows and Apple and Android should give everybody, which is the ability to granularly select exactly what you want to share and what you don't. So if you've been thinking about that, you didn't want to get into it because it was too hard or difficult, This is a free offer from this company, and it works extremely well. I've been using it for the last 2 weeks. So
Nice.
pretty nice. Just back up your machine before you use it. But if you've been worried about that or thinking about turning on things on and off in what you do share, especially with us, we're on machines all day long trading in front of them.
Sure.
You know, it'd be easy to get something maybe out to somebody you don't, maybe they wouldn't like your account information from your broker.
Yep. Right.
But pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to be gone for the next week. We'll won't be with you next Friday, but I will be back the week after that.
Well, listen, man, you have a great vacation, safe vacation. Happy 4th. And look forward, no doubt. Recap out here, folks. Dow up 110, NASDAQ up 19, S&P's up 6.5. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Have a great one, safe one. Look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning, 8 o'clock.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.